There is no easy way to guarantee that any decision or choice that we make is the best one. We can hope it is best because whatever choice we make is always the best to that particular condition, to wherever we were at that point. To an outside person, it is what we call the armchair decision making, where in the comfort of a couch and a coffee mug, they can probably analyze a choice or a decision and say that you should have done this, you should have done that. But at that particular point in time, when you were in that particular spot where you had to make that particular decision based on whatever was available, there is no way of telling if that was the right, but you take whatever based on it's available and you come to a conclusion or decision. But having said that, do we just go around life like that? No, we have some ways in which we can improve that and hope that it is little better than had we not done with any of these techniques. Because any choice comes, analyzing any choice, we also need to look at what all do we have? What are the available choices to me? What are the choices that is not being told to me? What are the gaps in these choices? What are the errors? What are the biases of the person who's giving me this choice? Do they have their own biases? Why they're pushing this versus that? Why is this person saying buy this TV, not that TV? Why is this person telling buy this telephone, not that telephone? So what are their own biases? What is my own biases? Maybe I'm influenced by my friend, by some particular advertisement, a particular company. So being aware of all these biases, the gaps, errors, hidden choices, obvious choices, we need to make a informed choice. But all this is good in theory, and it's not always we will be having all this kind of time to deliberate except on certain times. But we have something else with us. We have time. So any time before you make a good choice or a good decision based on your choices, look for the maximum time that you can take. How much time do I have before I have to make this decision? You have 5 minutes, you have 5 hours or 5 days. Okay, I have that much time, then I'll take this time. So take that time. The second thing is reflect on it at that time. So reflect on it through one day, think through, if I take that choice, this choice, what happens? Go through the thought process till the end. You make the choice as if you made the choice, then what happens? Let the thought go till the end. Then make the other choice and let that thought go to the end. The third one is consult somebody. Just because we consult somebody doesn't mean we have to take their advice, but consult somebody, take their advice, see their viewpoint. Maybe you're not able to see from this perspective, but they can see from another perspective. They will say, you know what, if you do this will happen, may not be good for you or good for you. Then say, okay, let me think about it, but thank you for sharing, and reflect on that. And you have the time to, and see if there is a particular rule or discipline you have for yourself in that particular area. To give you an example would be, let's say you're making a purchase of 1,000 or less. What is my rule for that? You can say that you have a rule for under 1,000, I will not spend more than 7 minutes, and I will decide. Something for between 1,000 and 10,000, I will probably take 7 hours before I make a spend. I'm talking from a personal point of view, not professional. You'll have your own rules. So once you start making rules like that, you can say somebody comes and tries to sell you something just 3,000 rupees. Buy it now or it's going to get over. You'll say, but my rule says I need to take 7 hours. I'm sorry, I cannot take a decision now. I'm going to come back to you after that. And then you ask for time. And then you go back, reflect, consult, take the time, and then you make your informed choice. So the 4 things are time, reflect, discipline. What is your own rule? 4th, consult. And then you can make a better quality decisions.